Ladies and gentlemen, success is not a gift reserved for the lucky. It is the reward for those who are willing to give their very best every single day. The next generation stands at the edge of limitless opportunity, yet only those with discipline, resilience, and the courage to believe in themselves will truly rise. Greatness is not achieved overnight. It is built through countless hours of dedication, the strength to face setbacks head on, and the hunger to keep improving no matter how far you've come. Today, I want to share with you 5 powerful principles that can guide you toward a life of achievement and purpose. Relentless work ethic, the foundation of every great success. If there is one quality that separates those who dream from those who achieve, it is an unshakable commitment to hard work. Many people believe that talent alone is enough to guarantee success. The truth is, talent without dedication is like a seed left unwatered. It will never grow to its full potential. Those who truly excel are not simply the most gifted. They are the ones who consistently put in the effort, day after day, without waiting for the perfect conditions or the right moment. They train, study, and improve even when they feel tired, even when the spotlight is off, and even when nobody is cheering them on. This is the relentless work ethic that turns ordinary individuals into extraordinary achievers. A relentless work ethic means showing up every single day with the same level of commitment, no matter how you feel. It is about creating a habit of excellence where consistency becomes more important than bursts of inspiration. Think of it this way. Inspiration might start you on your journey, but discipline is what keeps you moving forward. The world is filled with people who started with enthusiasm but stopped when things got hard. The ones who succeed are those who refuse to stop, even when progress feels slow and results seem distant. Every hour spent practicing, every small detail perfected, every sacrifice made, these all add up to something greater than the sum of their parts. But a strong work ethic is not just about working more, it's about working smart. It's understanding your goals and breaking them into smaller, actionable steps. It's about focusing on quality, not just quantity. Many people put in time, but the truly successful put in purposeful time. They identify what they need to improve, they study their craft, and they use each day to close the gap between where they are and where they want to be. This type of focus doesn't happen by accident. It comes from a clear vision of the future and the willingness to do what it takes to get there. One of the greatest challenges of maintaining a relentless work ethic is overcoming the temptation of comfort. Comfort is the silent enemy of growth. It whispers that you've done enough, that you can take it easy, that you don't need to push yourself today. But every time you choose comfort over effort, you delay your own progress. That is why people with extraordinary discipline train themselves to embrace discomfort. They understand that the moments when they push through tiredness, when they choose practice over rest, and when they give their best even on bad days, those are the moments that shape them into champions in their field. Another key element of a strong work ethic is the willingness to make sacrifices. Success often demands that you give up certain comforts, free time, or even short-term pleasures in exchange for long-term rewards. This might mean waking up earlier, practicing while others are relaxing, or turning down distractions that could pull you off track. It is not always easy, and there will be days when the temptation to take it easy feels overwhelming. But in those moments, you must remember that every small choice is shaping your future. The more often you choose discipline over ease, the more unstoppable you become. Finally, a relentless work ethic is powered by passion. Without passion, hard work feels like a burden. With passion, hard work becomes a privilege, a chance to become the best version of yourself. When you truly care about your goal, you find the energy to keep going, even when the road is long and the challenges are great. Passion gives meaning to the hours of effort, and it turns every sacrifice into an investment in something you love. In the end, success is rarely the result of a single breakthrough moment. It is the sum of thousands of small, consistent efforts made with dedication and purpose. The next generation must understand that while talent may open the door, only relentless hard work will keep it open. If you are willing to show up every day, to give your best even when it's hard, and to keep moving forward no matter the obstacles, then there is no limit to what you can achieve. That is the power of a relentless work ethic, and it is the first and most important step toward true success. Unshakable self-belief, the inner engine of achievement, no matter how much talent or hard work a person possesses. There will come a moment when the world seems to doubt them. There will be voices, sometimes from strangers, sometimes from people close to you, that question your ability, your potential, and even your worth. In these moments, the difference between those who stop and those who keep going lies in one powerful quality: self-belief. Self-belief is not arrogance, nor is it blind optimism. It is the deep, unshakable conviction that you have what it takes to achieve your goals, even if the journey is long and the odds seem stacked against you. It is an inner promise to yourself that no matter what happens, you will keep pushing forward. Believing in yourself does not mean you will never face fear or doubt. In fact, it often means standing tall in the face of both. Fear whispers, "What if you fail?" and doubt asks, "Are you good enough?" But self-belief answers, "I may not have all the answers yet, but I will find a way." This mindset shifts the focus from limitations to possibilities. Instead of thinking about why something might not work, you begin to see ways it could work, and that changes everything. The most remarkable achievers in history have faced obstacles that could have stopped them, but their unshakable confidence in their own potential allowed them to keep going when others would have turned back. Self-belief is like a muscle. It must be trained and strengthened over time. You cannot simply decide one day to believe in yourself and expect it to last forever. You have to prove to yourself through action that you can follow through on your goals. Every small win matters. Each time you keep a promise to yourself, whether it's completing a workout, studying an extra hour, or finishing a project, you deposit a little more trust into your own abilities. Over time, these small victories compound into unshakable confidence. You start to see yourself as someone who can be counted on, not just by others, but by yourself. One of the greatest enemies of self-belief is comparison. When you constantly measure your progress against others, it is easy to feel like you are falling behind. But the truth is, everyone's journey is different, and each person starts from a different place. Comparing yourself to someone who has been working for years longer than you have is like comparing a seed to a full-grown tree. Instead of focusing on someone else's chapter 20, focus on writing your own chapter 1, 2, and 3. Your growth will come in its own time as long as you keep nurturing it. Another critical aspect of building self-belief is controlling the environment you allow around you. If you spend too much time with people who constantly doubt or criticize you without reason, it can slowly erode your confidence. Surround yourself with those who encourage you, challenge you to improve, and remind you of your strengths when you forget them. While it's not always possible to avoid negativity completely, you can choose how much weight you give it. Criticism can be valuable when it helps you improve, but baseless negativity should never become the foundation of your self-image. Self-belief also means having the courage to take risks. Playing it safe may protect you from failure, but it will also protect you from success. Growth happens in the space between where you are and where you want to be, and stepping into that space often feels uncomfortable. You may stumble, make mistakes, or even fall flat, but when you believe in yourself, you understand that failure is not the end. It's simply feedback, a lesson that makes you stronger for the next attempt. Finally, remember that self-belief is not about knowing you will never fail. It's about knowing you will rise again each time you do. When you hold an unshakable belief in your own ability to learn, adapt, and improve, no setback can define you. This is the kind of belief that carries people through the toughest storms and leads them to brighter horizons. For the next generation, mastering self-belief is not optional. It is essential. It is the invisible armor you carry into every challenge, the voice that speaks louder than doubt, and the quiet power that turns dreams into reality. Believe in yourself first, and the rest of the world will follow. Resilience under pressure, turning setbacks into stepping stones. Life has a way of testing those who aim for greatness. Just when you feel you are making progress, challenges arise, mistakes happen, and unexpected obstacles block your path. These moments can feel discouraging, even overwhelming, but they also reveal one of the most important traits a successful person can have: resilience. Resilience is the ability to remain steady and determined under pressure, to recover quickly from setbacks, and to treat every challenge as a stepping stone rather than a roadblock. It is not about avoiding difficulties, but about facing them with the mindset that they can be overcome. Resilience starts with perspective. When things go wrong, it is natural to feel frustration, disappointment, or even self-doubt. But how you interpret the situation will determine whether you grow from it or shrink under its weight. A resilient person looks at a setback and asks, "What can I learn from this?" instead of, "Why did this happen to me?" This shift in perspective transforms challenges into opportunities for growth. Every mistake becomes a lesson. Every failure becomes a guidepost pointing toward a better path. This is how the pressure that breaks some people becomes the fuel that strengthens others. Pressure often comes from expectations, whether from others or from ourselves. In moments when the stakes are high and success feels urgent, it can be tempting to panic, rush, or make careless decisions. Resilience under pressure requires the ability to stay calm and focused even when the world seems to be watching. This kind of composure does not mean ignoring the seriousness of a situation. It means controlling your response to it. The most resilient individuals slow their breathing, clear their mind, and remind themselves that they have prepared for this moment. Pressure can cause many to falter, but for the resilient, it sharpens focus and brings out their best. One of the most powerful tools for building resilience is preparation. The more you prepare, the more confident you become in your ability to handle challenges. Preparation gives you the skills, knowledge, and mental readiness to respond when things go wrong. Athletes train for countless hours so they can perform at their peak when the game is on the line. Musicians rehearse repeatedly so they can stay calm when the stage lights shine bright. In the same way, anyone can prepare for the pressures of life by consistently practicing, planning, and refining their abilities long before they are tested. Resilience also grows stronger when you refuse to let failure define you. Many people see failure as the end of the road, but resilient individuals see it as a temporary stop on the way to their destination. They understand that failing at something does not make them a failure. It simply means they have discovered a way that did not work. History is filled with examples of great achievements that were only possible because the person behind them refused to quit after failing, sometimes dozens or even hundreds of times. Another essential element of resilience is adaptability. The world is constantly changing, and challenges often appear in ways we do not expect. If you are unwilling to adjust your approach when something is not working, you risk getting stuck. Resilient people are flexible. They look for new strategies, explore different perspectives, and stay open to change. This ability to adapt keeps them moving forward, even when the original plan no longer works. Lastly, resilience under pressure is strengthened by having a clear purpose. When you know why you are doing something, when your goal is deeply meaningful to you, it becomes easier to endure the hardships along the way. A strong why can carry you through the toughest moments because it reminds you that the pain, effort, and pressure are all part of something bigger. For the next generation, resilience is not just a skill, it is a survival tool in the pursuit of success. Challenges will come, failures will happen, and pressure will test you. But if you can remain calm, adapt to change, and see setbacks as stepping stones, you will not just survive the pressure, you will thrive in it. This is how obstacles are transformed into opportunities, and how the path to success becomes not just possible, but unstoppable. Hunger to keep improving, never settle for yesterday's best, one of the greatest dangers to long-term success is the feeling that you have arrived. When people achieve a goal, receive recognition, or reach a certain level of skill, it's tempting to slow down and relax, believing the hard work is over. But true greatness does not come from reaching the top once. It comes from the constant drive to keep getting better, even after you have already achieved more than most. This hunger to keep improving is what separates those who enjoy temporary success from those who build lasting legacies. The hunger to improve begins with humility. No matter how skilled you become, there will always be something you can learn, a weakness you can strengthen, or a new challenge you can take on. Humility allows you to recognize that yesterday's best effort may not be enough for tomorrow's goals. It keeps you from becoming complacent and reminds you that the pursuit of excellence is a lifelong journey, not a one-time event. Those who remain humble in their success are able to keep their focus on growth rather than comfort. Another essential ingredient in this hunger is curiosity. People who keep improving are naturally curious. They ask questions, study others, and explore new methods. They are not afraid to step outside their comfort zone to try something different. Curiosity fuels experimentation, and experimentation often leads to breakthroughs. The moment you stop asking, "How can I do this better?" is the moment your progress slows. But as long as you keep seeking knowledge and new approaches, you create endless possibilities for growth. Consistency plays a huge role as well. Improvement is not achieved in giant leaps, but in small, steady steps taken every day. Just as a tree grows quietly over time, your skills, knowledge, and character grow through daily effort. This means practicing even when you don't feel like it, studying when others are distracted, and refining your craft when nobody is watching. The hunger to improve thrives on this quiet consistency because it's in these moments that real transformation happens. A powerful way to keep this hunger alive is by setting new challenges as soon as you reach an old one. Celebrate your wins, but don't live in them. The most successful individuals treat every achievement as a checkpoint, not a finish line. They ask themselves, "What's next?" and set a new target that pushes them further. This mindset ensures that progress never stops and that each success becomes a stepping stone toward an even greater one. However, the hunger to improve isn't just about personal benefit, it's also about the impact you can have on others. When you keep growing, you gain the ability to inspire, teach, and uplift those around you. Your journey becomes a source of motivation for others to start their own. In this way, your improvement creates a ripple effect, spreading far beyond your own life. This sense of responsibility can be a powerful motivator, keeping your drive alive even when the journey feels difficult. It's important to note that the hunger to improve also requires patience. Progress is rarely visible overnight. There will be times when it feels like you are working hard but not moving forward. These are the moments when most people give up, but those who stay committed eventually see the results of their effort. Patience allows you to trust the process, knowing that each small action is building something greater. For the next generation, this hunger to keep improving is not just a path to personal success, it's a way of life. The world is constantly changing, and the skills, attitudes, and habits that serve you today may not be enough tomorrow. By embracing a mindset of continuous growth, you ensure that you are always ready for whatever comes next. Never settle for what you achieved yesterday. Keep learning, keep pushing, and keep reaching for more, because the moment you stop improving is the moment you start falling behind. True success belongs to those who never stop chasing it. Professional discipline in all areas of life, building the complete foundation for success, is often seen as the result of talent, opportunity, and hard work in a specific field. While these elements matter, there is another factor that consistently separates the truly great from the merely good professional discipline in all areas of life. This discipline goes beyond training or practice. It touches how you live, what habits you build, how you manage your time, and how you take care of your body and mind. True success is not just about performing well in your career. It's about creating a lifestyle that supports your goals in every aspect. Professional discipline starts with structure. People who achieve extraordinary results do not leave their days to chance. They set routines, manage their schedules carefully, and protect their time from distractions. This doesn't mean living without flexibility, but it does mean prioritizing the tasks that matter most. When you take control of your time, you also take control of your progress. A disciplined lifestyle ensures that every day moves you closer to your goals, rather than leaving your future in the hands of luck. Another key aspect is health and fitness. Your body is your greatest tool, no matter what career you choose. If you neglect it, your performance will eventually suffer physically, mentally, and emotionally. Maintaining a balanced diet, exercising regularly, and getting enough rest are not just healthy choices, they are professional necessities. Energy, focus, and endurance all come from how well you treat your body. Even the most talented individual will struggle to reach their potential if they lack the stamina to keep going. Mental discipline is equally important. A strong mind can carry you through moments when your body feels tired or your motivation is low. Mental discipline involves controlling your emotions, staying calm under pressure, and keeping a clear focus on your priorities. It means training yourself to think positively, solve problems creatively, and avoid wasting energy on negativity. A disciplined mind can turn challenges into opportunities simply because it refuses to be distracted by fear or doubt. Discipline in lifestyle also includes managing your environment. The people you spend time with, the information you consume, and the habits you practice all shape your mindset. Surrounding yourself with those who share your values and support your ambitions creates a positive atmosphere for growth. Likewise, reducing exposure to constant negativity, unhealthy habits, or time-wasting activities ensures that your focus remains where it belongs, on becoming the best version of yourself. Financial discipline is another part of the equation. Poor money management can create stress that distracts from your goals. Learning to budget, save, and invest wisely allows you to focus on your ambitions without being limited by financial instability. While money is not the ultimate measure of success, handling it responsibly gives you the freedom to pursue opportunities and withstand unexpected challenges. What makes professional discipline so powerful is that it works quietly in the background. You may not notice the effects of eating healthy today, sticking to your schedule, or reading a few extra pages in a book. But over months and years, these habits compound into massive results. The opposite is also true. Small acts of neglect can build up and create large problems over time. That is why maintaining discipline is not about perfection, but about consistency. For the next generation, professional discipline in all areas of life is the glue that holds success together. It ensures that your health, mindset, habits, relationships, and resources are all working in harmony toward your goals. Without it, even the most talented individuals risk losing their way. But with it, you create a foundation so strong that no setback can easily shake it. In the end, success is not just about what you do when the world is watching. It's about the discipline you maintain when no one else sees. That is where the real magic happens, and that is what turns ambition into lasting achievement.